Hello and welcome. This is Japan, and today we have a Marvel Rivals tier list here on Strategist, the support of the game. Now, Strategist for me is a kind of like an interesting role because I like to play all the strategists. I've tried to learn all of them. I have a decent amount of time in most of them, and overall, I really enjoy playing the support role here. So I guess what we'll do here is we're gonna rate them based off of one, just how strong they are, how well I like playing them, and where we're gonna, like how you don't want to see the other side have this character. We got S to D, S being the best and D being the worst. Also, we try to make these tiers even, so with only having 8 strategists, they'll pretty much be at max 2 per tier. So some characters will get lower or higher just based off of that. So yeah, just so you guys know when you guys comment that I have a really good character really low or really high. I mean, it's my opinion, and I know it's not everybody's thing. I also play quick play, and I know in comp, I know there's insane characters out there that are way better in comp than they are in quick play. And a lot also does with skill because if you have a really skilled character, there's a lot that can come from it. So let's start off with Adam Warlock. This is the last support strategist that I learned. And I don't know why it took me so long to want to play him. I really like him, everything. The healing is a little dicey because you have the cooldown and stuff, but being able to do the damage where you hold up. Obviously, I play a lot of Overwatch, so it kind of reminds me of Zenyatta, which is another character I like. Obviously, it's not a one-to-one comparison, but it does have the same feel to me in certain ways. So I really like Warlock. I think I put him in A. I feel like there's other support that are better, and I feel like his abilities, his kits are really good, but I think there is good ways to counter him, good other stuff. So I think A is pretty solid. He could slide up or down depending on the rest of this list, but I think I'd be all comfortable putting him on A. Next up is Cloak and Dagger. It's my probably second favorite strategist. I enjoy her very much. Cloak's really good. I think that comes into like maybe the harder part of it is really knowing what to use on both of them. I've seen a lot of characters get stuck to only using one or the other. I could be myself a person who sticks on Dagger probably a little bit too long. I think just in that way of like how her character is played and the little bit of skill and abilities that you have to like pay attention to by switching and stuff think makes her a little bit more difficult. I'd probably put her in B. Next up is the Visible Woman. Now this one's an interesting one because like I've seen like people play her and are just a nightmare. Like they just destroy everything. But I've also seen a lot of people not really understand her kit super well and then just absolutely get toasted all the time. So it's a little difficult for me to know where to put her here because I think overall when I play her, I enjoy her. I think she's I don't even know how I'd rate her honestly on this one because she's just good and it's like it's hard to put her in a certain category. God, this one's probably going to be a little bit more of a hot take, but I guess I'll put her in C. I feel like it's just the skill issue when it comes to it. A lot of people don't know how to play her, and she feels a little bit easy to beat. Next up is Jeff. Honestly, I like Jeff as a strategist. I think he's one of the better ones, like at least fun to play. But I feel like for the most part, people just try to get that big alt play, and most of the time they're just getting absolutely hammered. I'm gonna have to put Jeff in D, even though I enjoy playing him and he's just adorable as hell. I gotta put him in D. Next up is Loki. Um, Loki is another one that feels like if you really don't pay attention to your abilities and your skills, you can really easily have a bad Loki. I think I'd put him in C because of that. I personally enjoy him, and I think I really want to learn him a lot more because I think like he's very skilled and very OP if you can really get good at him. But I think right here I'd put him in C because I think in general he's just not the greatest strategist for most people, obviously. Uh, Next up is Luna. She is my favorite strategist. I gotta put her up an S here. I just her kit in general is really fun to use. I can out heal almost anybody playing her, and also get a lot of eliminations and a lot of freezes. She's just simple but also very effective. Next up, we have Manus. Her sedation is just so good with, especially with so many dive characters. I put her in B because I do think there's a lot of skill to it. And then next up, we have Rocket. I think Rocket is a solid A tier healer, support, whatever you want to call it, strategist. He has some good damage output, a lot of assists you're going to get, and a lot of different things. If you get your kit going really well, you can be doing left, right, and center of everything to making your team better. This is what my list is. I already can feel the people watching this and dying inside because their strategist is really low. Obviously, with the way the tier works, it's all over the place. My honest opinion, I love playing all of these characters. I think you can easily pick any character on this list and heal for 20k and just do amazing stuff because it's all about skill when it comes down to it. But this is the broad statement about it. And hopefully you guys enjoyed this video and like to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. This has been Japan. Bye, guys.